Hello, I'm Dr. Anil Kodi. I'm a consultant in reproductive medicine and assisted conception at Fertility Plus and Fertility Courses. So today, let's look at a subject which is often ignored, and in fact, we think it's reasonable not to think about thromboembolism in IVF. And once in a while, we do come across thromboembolism and see complications that arise from it. We know that pregnancy is a hypercoagulable state, but the question is IVF also a hypercoagulable state? And do we need to take precautions in trying to see whether there could be thromboembolic phenomena that occurs in IVF? So this was presented in a systematic review. And what we do know is that IVF complications are rare. Ovarian hyperstimulation in its severe form is associated with thromboembolism. And the data of venous thromboembolism and arterial thromboembolism with IVF is limited. So a systematic review was done. And what was found out was that the antepartum risk of deep vein thrombosis after IVF is doubled. There's 100% or 100-fold risk that is associated with thromboembolism when there's ovarian hyperstimulation, and the absolute risk is 1.7%. The interval between embryo transfer to venous thrombosis was 103 to 112 days, while that from embryo transfer to arterial thrombosis was 3 to 28 days. And though there are many differences in studies, postpartum risk generally does not seem to have increased after IVF. We think that the antepartum risk of thrombosis is doubled mainly from ovarian hyperstimulation. And there's also a higher chance of getting an upper limb thromboembolism as a result of inflammatory peritoneal fluid that drains into the thoracic duct. Thromboembolism is also made worse by the hypercoagulable state of early pregnancy, and also when hormones, and you could get very high estrogen levels, and that risk is also increased. What we do not know is whether you have an adequate amount of, or what's the right dose of low molecular weight heparin in IVF, and that's what we don't know. So in this systematic review, and the reason why did I present it, I'll say, well, because it's something which we take for granted that probably there will not be any thromboembolic phenomena. But what we know is that a risk with thromboembolic phenomena is generally increased. It gets significantly worse if there is ovarian hyperstimulation. And as a rule of thumb, if you are getting somebody who has thromboembolic phenomena admitted, then you should give low molecular weight heparin in the first trimester. In other cases of IVF, at present, we can't find a reason to give prophylactic low molecular weight heparin, but if they are associated with any other risks of previous thrombosis, obesity, high BMI, then it is essential that you cover the lady with low molecular weight heparin through the first trimester. So that's in short about thromboembolic episodes, thromboembolic phenomena. Again, it's something that is seen relatively rare, but please keep a watch on it. If you have people at a high risk, especially obese, overstimulated, high BMI, and any other coexisting medical problems, think about using prophylactic low molecular weight heparin. Again, thank you very much, and I'll hope to see you soon. Thank you.